high. I feel like the biggest, so yeah. I feel like the biggest, so yeah, yeah. I feel like the biggest, so yeah. I feel like the biggest, so yeah.
What's good? I think it's gonna be quite the lovely day today, so hopefully I get this weather all week, start riding the motorcycle around. Sorry Mom, I know you're watching this, I promise I'll be safe. But yeah, woke up, hydrated, outside ice bath, red light, read, stretch, meditate, journal. No, I'm playing. I didn't stretch. I did stretch. I didn't meditate or journal. Probably should though. But yeah, getting some HRV gains right now. And then today we got quite the busy day. Gotta first hit the sauna, grocery shop, meal prep, little work, and then hit up my guy Vladik for a little tune-up, my physio slash osteo slash massage therapist, if you could call it that. Gonna film a podcast episode, and then PBD podcast starts soon, so perfect time to watch it in the sauna, get my daily dose of politics in, stay informed with what's going on with the world. You know how it is. Every time I'm in there, I swear it shocks me how much I sweat. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know if you guys can see, but complete just puddles of sweat. Absolutely insane. So now we gotta gonna shower, go home, shower, and then hit up the ozone. And as a bonus, blessed with some pretty sick lighting. Sauna, getting the veins out, full effect. Trying to hit the street quick, know my mama need me. For peace sake, her big black, know I'm bleeding. He say, she say, I don't really need it. Don't vote rappers, it gotta be for a reason. I've been through the trials and the tribulation, believe me. I've been through everything, nigga. I've been through hell and back. I've been through jail and back. Nigga still ain't start this shit, still can't start this shit. I'll be the greatest, nigga. So some grocery store tips. Always come in here with a list. One of my favorite quotes, proper preparation prevents poor performance. So come in here ready, got the grocery list, so you don't end up, you know, if you, let's say you come in here hungry and then you start moving up and down the aisles in the middle, if you don't stay on the outside, you're moving dangerous. Like, your diet could go off the rails real quick. So biggest tip, come in here with a list, know what you're gonna get, and then stay on the outsides as much as possible. Obviously there's some stuff in the inside you're gonna have to grab, like I'm in inside aisle right now, gonna get some raw honey, but yeah. So for the protein sources at the moment, we're going grass-fed beef, absolute staple, super micronutrient dense. We're going chicken breast, just classic chicken breast. We're going Greek yogurt, great for the gut health as well. Whey, I have at home. What else do I need? Pasture-raised eggs. Now the thing with the eggs and the pasture-raised eggs, same with the grass-fed ground beef, I see a lot of stuff that's like, you gotta get grass-fed, you gotta get pasture-raised, you gotta get like the high quality. Yes, or organic, same thing. If you can afford it, go for it, that would be great, but it shouldn't be the limiting factor. Like, it shouldn't stop you from getting healthy food. If you gotta go on a budget, Costco, big thing of eggs, even if they're not pasture eggs, still better than processed food, so I would keep that in mind. Then for the carb sources, we got sweet potato, regular potatoes, go-to for dieting. Those two, super satiating. Then a ton of fruit and veg for some micronutrient diversity, as well as the gut health. Just having a variety of colorful fruits, vegetables, different sources of food is great for the gut health as well. So gonna get those in. And yeah, got the sauerkraut for the gut health gains, massively underrated. Like, I would encourage you to look up any hormone or any organ gut axis to that hormone, and you'll see how interconnected the gut is to everything. So easy way to do that, get some fermented foods in the diet like sauerkraut. Simple, you could go kimchi, a little spicy for me. I can't really do spice, or I would go kimchi, but yeah, sauerkraut and lots of other ones you can grab as well. So pretty much all stocked up, got everything I needed, all whole foods, with the exception of, no, nothing, all whole foods. So lots of fruit and veg like you saw for micronutrients, antioxidants, lots of polyphenols,
gut health gains from the sauerkraut, which got to go with the gut health gains because, like I said, gut axis connected to pretty much everything. You could look up gut axis testosterone, gut testosterone axis, gut X hormone axis, gut X organ axis. So it's super important to get that on right. And another thing to do to make sure your gut health gains are on point is just to have a variety of food in your diet. So like when people follow the standard, you know, if you follow like a standard bodybuilding diet where you're eating the same thing every day, you can actually develop small intestinal bacteria overgrowth or imbalance of good bacteria and bad bacteria, so the bad guys start to outweigh the good guys. So just easy way to switch that up and make sure you're good is just get a variety of food, or every time you go to the grocery store, literally just switch your protein sources, switch your mostly fruit and veg sources, so your gut health will be pretty on point if you do that. Now, when it comes to these, I don't know, most of these are some fake health foods. I wouldn't necessarily recommend snacking either, like just have your meals, but if you were to snack, you got to look at the back of these and really see the ingredient list. Like if it's one or two things, you're chilling, but like if you look at the back of these, like I'm looking at like 15 things. So yeah, don't be fooled by some of these foods. Also, they add up calorie wise quite a bit. Yeah, this can better be a vlog. Okay, bet. Yeah. I posted like 3 videos on YouTube.
Oh, you're like a fitness trainer?
Yeah.
I want you.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Weezy out of here. Weezy out of here. Weezy out.
Jumped out of a wave right into a daze. It can wreck your life. You gotta think twice. Put it together, the color I like. Know it look better whenever enticed. Powder blue leather, whatever her vice. I'm out to.
But what do you think about this Pearl Harbor, as they call it? They have to input the data and they have to guide through the satellite, which none of them is Ukrainian.
Always an intellectual, political conversation with my guy Vladik. I gotta almost brace myself, make sure I go in there mentally super sharp on point. Before I go in there, I'm always coming in with my notes from the PBD podcast I watched this morning. So yeah, we finished off that. We talked about some, a little alien talk. Caught up on some Joe Rogan, some Sean Ryan episodes with the new talk on the aliens. And so about my current diet, 150 pounds currently, 1 week into the diet break, so calories are at maintenance. And we're gonna hold them there until I start feeling a little bit better from the mold detox, because it would kind of be like counterproductive to add an additional stressor when being in a deficit itself is a stressor and my body's already under stress trying to detox. So just means I got to double down on recovery, trying to reduce stress, be in that parasympathetic state as often as I really can, which is definitely easier said than done. And to be honest, not doing an amazing job of it just because I'm trying to spin a whole bunch of plates right now. But I will say the Stoicism books have made an actual difference in terms of stress management, your perception, outlook on certain situations. So I would say everyone could benefit, honestly, from reading one of those books. Either The Obstacle is the Way, which is the one I'm reading right now, or the Daily Stoic, which is like a super quick one. You just read one passage every morning if you don't have that much time. That definitely goes a long way. So, and then you can kind of ponder it throughout the day. I think that's made a massive difference in my mental health as well. So at the moment, I like to meal prep around 3-4 days worth of food right now, just because like I work from home. I don't actually put the whole meals together into the Tupperware, like the glass containers. I did do that during the school year though, but right now all I do is I make it super simple for me to just kind of throw my meal together when it's time for my meal. So I'll cut the potatoes up, get them like seasoned and whatnot. Same thing with the chicken. The only thing I will cook is probably the ground beef sometimes. Just because that can take a while. And then veg, like I'll cut up veg. So like I said, everything super easy, just all in the fridge, ready to go. Weigh out my portion sizes, throw it in, and I'm laughing. And honestly, that's when it comes to meal prepping. You kind of have to just do it based on like your schedule. Like some people, if you're super busy, you got to go to office. Got to obviously make the meal preps. I had to do that for a bit. If you're less busy, you can kind of just still prepare stuff, so you're not making a full meal every single time you're here, but then you can kind of just throw it together. And yeah, other topics about the optimal rest day. Sometimes I find people get rest days wrong. Like, they assume because it's a rest day. This could be completely biased, by the way, because my Instagram feed's kind of, I'm in a bubble. So, same with my YouTube feed and all that stuff. But sometimes I do see people with a rest day. They're like, okay, because they're not training, then now it's time to do a whole bunch of like active recovery. You should probably put the knife down. A whole bunch of active recovery, like cold plunge is great, sauna is great, but then you're talking like intense mobility routines, like running. If you're not running, endurance isn't part of your goal, like super intense cardio, that kind of thing is active recovery. But they're missing the whole point. The best part of recovery is getting you in that parasympathetic, so like that super relaxed, chill, zen type state where your body's actually recovering. So yeah, I mean, I would just try to chill on your rest days if you have time for it, you know. I like to take the motorcycle out when it's nice. If I have time for it, make some time in the evening to watch something. But yeah, you want to be nice in a parasympathetic state, nice, chill, calm, zen vibes. I get to see my guy Vladik once a month now. I'm so jealous of those guys I watch these YouTubers, they get fucking massages 2-3 times a week, every single rest day. Super insane. Imagine that, getting a massage every single rest day. That'd be crazy. But apparently it's not the actual massage itself. Well, the guy I went to is more like a physio, osteo kind of thing, so he is making some adjustments, but apparently it's actually, well, this is according to Mike Israetel video I saw like last week, how the massages put you in that parasympathetic, like super relaxed state that's actually beneficial for recovery. So it might not be the massage itself, the actual deep tissue work, but yeah, I think that's still pretty debated as well. He does have some controversial takes, Mike Israetel for sure, but he does back it up with the research, so I guess you can't argue with a lot of it unless, I mean, there is contradictory research and studies and that kind of thing. So yeah, just gonna finish up meal prepping. Absolute war going on Twitter right now between Elon and Trump. It's actually mad. Anyway, hawked the Represent vault sale. Was every time there's a vault sale on Represent, I just be sniping that shit out. So got a bunch of shit here. Gonna go through a little Represent haul. Got of course, starting with the slides. Going away to Costa Rica in July. So had to be well equipped with some solid slides, of course. Walking around that terrain. Just a plain white tee. Pretty tough. I love their blanks. Got a Represent 247 tee. Pretty tough. Saying on the back too. Well, I was excited for this shirt. Just a nice simple gray, little distressed on the neck as well. On a mission. Next we got 2 pairs of shorts. I think one is just like a blank, yeah. Some nice, I think they call these the resort shorts. They're nice, they're pretty cool texture. Just Represent on the back. Then I think they call these ones Icarus. They're pretty cool. Most of this stuff was like 60-70% off too. I think 2 of these tees were 80% off, which is fucking nuts. Yeah. I like the texture. It's like a sweatshirt kind of thing. The only issue is I'm running out of hangers in my closet, so I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do with this. Oh, this was my favorite one from this. This was, I think, 70% off. Super heavy hoodie. Or zip up. Yeah. I think this is my favorite one I got. Sick. Quite the eventful day. I recorded a podcast as well, so if you haven't checked out the podcast, Oscar Summer Podcast, link in description. I would love to get some guests on in the future. That would be pretty fucking sick. So any support would be appreciated, and feedback as well. But yeah, I would love to be able to build the channel up a little bit, maybe get to like 500 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers before I start reaching out to people. Hopefully I can get some type of person, then kind of climb my way up. So I also just love doing it, to be honest. Like, I kind of like just creating long form or podcasts and stuff I would like to watch now, and myself like 2 years ago, what I would have needed then. So like I said, would appreciate any feedback, especially like right now, so I can get as decent at it as possible. Now, of course, the optimal rest day must end with a Ninja Creamy, got some bananas, macadamia nuts, and then some optimal sleep. So blue light glasses about to go on in like hour and a half when the sun starts to come down. I set this place freezing already, so we're at, I don't know why it's in Fahrenheit, I'm in Canada, but 65 Fahrenheit. So yeah, and then also trying to push my sleep schedule a little earlier so I can get more stuff done. So tomorrow I'm just going to be biting the bullet, set the new circadian rhythm, get straight outside, get some sun in the eyes, cold plunge right away, get that change in body temperature. I would usually delay caffeine, but it can help to set the circadian rhythm. So coffee, get the espresso going right in the morning, outside for a walk, and then by day 3 I should be up before the alarm. So yeah, that's a wrap on today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed the rest day routine. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.